This is big news that's going on. California's the only one that's getting it right, but they've still delayed the shutdown at Diablo. Still, now it's 2024. It's supposed to be this year. I feel sorry for them, don't you? Shutting down. They've only looted 50 trillion. So this is sending off for these freaking PR mouthpiece punks who they got their ass kicked by Kevin Blanch and crew. So right here from Petco, oh God, your slave mate is on the list. Where's your statue of Ted Williams, by the way? So this is important because Morris had a big protest yesterday.
Your friendship slave.
Yeah, Petco. You know the three number? I won't say it around him. But anyway, so Morris nuclear reactor in Illinois, they get federal bailout, they get world bailout, IEA, state bailout. So now they're, you know how I used to make fun of and say they're going to have a bake sale at their local PTA? Oh, they had one yesterday.
Oh.
A bake sale. Morris is shutting down. So mass murder yourself, this is important. So they rallied yesterday to keep it open. They want more pork. 3 senators, Democrat and Republican, bipartisan whores, yesterday, trying to sneak it into the infrastructure bid to keep these open, including Diablo.
Right.
Huh. So Biden, sliding with Biden, who is Obama light, well, Obama white, light.
Well, he's white.
Oh, they're disgusting. Trumpism, the nuclear cover-up to what's Fukushima.
Right.
Forms a bipartisan committee when he gets in office.
Right.
By the way, Semper Energy, hey, get off there, Allie.
Okay.
So these guys will shoot you. They work for the nuclear industry.
Sure.
So, yeah, this is the nuclear industry. So, they'll kill you like they did your great-grandpa. And they tried to kill me and Tony Gwynn. By the way, they killed Tony Gwynn. Do not kid yourself. Oh, he's chewing tobacco. 2011. It's all coincidence. Dead tide pulls at your feet. Go to Scripps, the luxury good to death. So, he forms a bipartisan committee, 40 members, different people from around the world, on community, social, not social, excuse me, energy and justice, they called it. They come back. It came back last Friday, a week ago Friday. I read the whole thing. They mentioned Fukushima in it 3 times. The committee slammed down, says real easy. No nuclear, no nuclear. Simple. Same thing we've been saying the whole time. Rooftop solar, rooftop solar. Do you know in San Diego, these guys right here, rooftop solar was started at Chula Vista, the initiative, and they said they put a cap on it. We'll reach the cap by 2021. You know when they reached the cap? 2015. So they capped it, and you lived in East County, a lot of people were making a lot of money selling back solar into the grid. Do you know we have a grid, and if you punch a button right here, Semper Energy can punch a button on the grid, and it's in New York City at the speed of light. And so they're blocking it because I go to these hearings. I'm in these hearings. You know what the nuclear energy says? Diablo Canyon says? You know, Santa Barbara got shut down. We tried to get up there yesterday, but too much traffic. I can't pass. I can't drive 55. I mean 25. I mean 5. I can't drive 5.
Right.
Eddie Van Halen, another coincidence. It was sucking on his pick. He's dead. Pasadena. We saw him right here in the day. What was the name of that band? Mammoth. So, uh-oh, here they're coming to get you. Oh, there's that's the homeless outreach. So, they'll say it's not fair. It's not fair. What do you mean it's not fair? We've invested so much in the infrastructure. I said, you haven't invested 5 cents. That's the taxpayers. So the Chula Vista, the solar initiative in California is the greatest success story in energy history. California today is producing 200% more solar a day than they can use. They have nowhere to put it. Where does it go? Into energy heaven. But we're going to pay for more nuclear. So I'm in the bone marrow transplant center. Same time Tony Gwynn went to Scripps, I went to LDS. And I grew up here and in Utah, and I knew the Huntsman Luxury Good of Death, and Scripps, that's what we call them, Luxury Good of Death. One of my daughters was a Scripps doctor. Tony Gwynn got cancer the same time I did. Same type of cancer. Petco. They use the word cure, but these guys, it's all just coincidence. Everybody's just going to blow Fukushima off. So they're protesting, they want more bailout. By the way, there's news in Wisconsin on the reactor there. They're trying to sell it to who? Energy Solutions. Peter and I are at the hearing at San Juan Capistrano. Well, first one there, last I leave. Commenter number 19, right?
Oh, yeah.
You got me on the list at commenter number 19. Tony Gwynn. What number was Ted Williams? 6, wasn't it? I think he wore 6. So, this is important. We show up, and the San Diego Union, you remember what he had around his neck? The reporter for the San Diego Union when he walked in? I remember he had a ladle from Energy Solutions. And I'm like, what
are you working for, Brad?
And that's what I said to him, and he ran from me. And so, here the tide pools are wiped out and dead in San Diego. You know, the desal plant, everybody's getting stomach cancer now. You know, I don't drink it.
Farrah Fawcett.
At the Farrah Fawcett, Carlsbad desal plant. But it's these guys. Just more bell out. So when I'm in the bone marrow transplant at LDS, Morris, the reactor, Illinois, 2 guys were from Morris that worked there. Were in the bone marrow transplant center with me. I was head of the support group. I says, well, you know, my PhD in the early days in the 90s I was working on proved that if you work in a nuclear reactor, your statistical probability of getting AML, leukemia, and dying is 16 times higher than me. They argued with me. Both of them argued. They were both younger than me. Do you know they both died the same week at 51? Tony Gwynn died at 52. I almost died at 51. Yeah, by the way, Jack Murphy. We were just talking about it. People forget about Jack Murphy. That's when they changed the name of San Diego Stadium. He died of cancer. The sports writer. But we're just going to blow all that off for these guys. That's funny how he gets in trouble. God, you're already starting to act like me. Come on, boy. So they're going to bail him out. So yesterday they literally had a bake sale at Morris. Poisoned the whole energy, and people are willing to get a job to solve 30 years of their lives. Yeah, job. Well, why don't we have a job just plain house lining people up, and your job is like they do in China, to just kill people? Well, it's jobs. Such bullshit. I mean, separate energy. So, anyway, stand tuned. They're going to try to slide it in when his own committee came out and said no nuclear. No nuclear. Jennifer Granholm is the new rec pair. She says more nuclear. How about Gina McCarthy, the climate czar? And they don't even know how to spell czar. They're spelling it with a C. It's spelled with a T. So,
look at this. 3 pieces of plastic I have to pick up downtown here.
San Diego. We all live in. Bail out the nuclear industry.
There you go, San Diego.
Yeah. So San Onofre, we got shut down in the dry can. Remember it was going to take 50 years to put it in the dry canister containers? And it was going to cost a Google, $1 trillion, $1 billion a Google. Right. They did it in 5, less than 5. Actually, they put it in dry cast in 2. Indian Point done, but bail them out. So the senators are, oh God, it never ends.
They got delayed so many times they had to do it in 5. They could have, yeah, like you said, they really did it in about 2.
So the whole industry is nothing but a lie. Solar, 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 and it says right in Biden's whole thing, his 40 panel. They said more rooftop solar, but they can't monetize and make billions and trillions off that.
Right.
These senators are sellout whores, including Feinstein right over here, the Edward Schwartz building. By the way, I was over there yesterday. The Reagan Supreme Court threw it out.
That's a really
Who owns this state? Who owns it? Well, I got to say this: when they murdered my father, San Onofre, Sepra, my uncle Argyle taught me my Latin, pseudo de facto, semper fi, to all the people that the nuclear industry's killed, including Tony Gwynn.
No,
Where's the statue of Ted?
I never thought about Semper Energy being right next to this ballpark. Never ever once thought about it, but
You did now.
we had 2 fortuitous things happen. I got a great business contact down there, and this here, just for coming down here
There's a
today.
ton of cables over there and a CD.
Crazy.
Yeah, and you lost your FedEx hat over there. Here's what I say to you. Biden,
Sliding with Biden.
Trump,
What a piece of shit he is. Trump, Biden, same guy.
I didn't vote for any of them.
I
Biden,
did.
Trump, Obama, dumber, Obama, sliding with Biden, Trump, dumbest. They make me sick, actually. And all these senators are so... Feinstein, God, she gotta
Mansion.
go.
Oh my God.
Oh, ain't he a freak?
He's a piece
So
of
give them some more money. Kill yourselves. Stay in tuning.